Hey guys, what's up? So before I start this video, I just want to say that I will be talking about Jesus and how this anime connects to his biblical teachings. And if you're not comfortable with that, I do not want to force you to stay. You're free to scroll off. I don't want to force my religion on anyone. And if you do stay, let's get into the video. This anime, You and I Are Polar Opposites, teaches us about why we shouldn't rush love. And before you guys start typing down in the comments, well, actually, this anime makes the main couple get together in the very first episode. I know that. Let me finish talking. This video isn't going to be about them. No! It's going to be about my personal favorite, soon-to-be couple, already couple, depending on when this video gets uploaded, Yamada and Nishi. So I think that Yamada and Nishi are probably the best people to use to expand on this verse. And that verse is 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. And it states, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves." So, in the beginning of this series, Yamada and Ichi's story gets revealed a little later on the show. We've seen Yamada before, hanging out with Suzuki, but now there's a new character that has been introduced. She came unexpectedly. So, basically, certain events happen that end up making Yamada and Ichi cross paths. And, instead of, immediately falling into a perfect romance, the story allows their relationship to develop naturally. Keep in mind that these two didn't expect to meet each other at all. And this all ties back to 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind. Patience is listed for a reason, guys. Love isn't impatient or demanding. Instead, it gives the other person room to grow. And a perfect example of this is Yamada and Ishi's story. Throughout Yamada and Ishi's story, we see truly the differences that they both have. Yamada is kind of like a really big, enthusiastic ball of energy. He's a very extroverted person, and he can make friends with basically about anyone. And Nishi, on the other hand, she's more shy, introverted, and she finds it hard to make new friends, even though she really wants to, as we see throughout some scenes that she just wants to fit in, And now this was a big gap for them, for both of them to fix. We see moments where they're awkward together, and even though Nishi feels really embarrassed, she can't keep a conversation up with Yamada was really patient, to let her answer and let her wait for an answer and try to understand her as best as he can. He was genuinely just listening, and he never gave up on her, And instead of giving up on each other, they continue to learn how to love each other better. And what I really love and appreciate about Yamada and Ichi's story is that how it doesn't feel rushed at all. And even through one episode, we see how their story unfolds. These little interactions they had led to it being to this moment where Yamada offers Nishi the simple gift of friendship. And I think this is where most of us can learn from Yamada. We can learn that Yamada, he has a crush on Nishi, but what he did right here, he didn't say, "Oh, I like you. Oh, I want to date you. Oh, let's get into a relationship." No. He said, "Nishi, I want to get to know you better. You should add me. Let's be friends." And I think this is where we all mess up. We see someone, we catch feelings really fast, and we just want to get into a relationship with them really, really quick. But we barely even know anything about the person, And I feel that's where most of us mess up, because it happened to me, And Mom, if you're watching this, sorry, but I realized my mistake, and I'm just gonna focus on school for now. So yeah, you feel like you're falling behind. I get it. When I started high school, in middle school even, a bunch of my friends were starting to get into relationships, and I just felt wow, man, I'm really falling behind, dude. How do I want to get a relationship fast, but then I had a fallout with this guy, and then I realized that God's timing is way better, you know? And even though I haven't gotten into a relationship yet, that doesn't mean that I will or I won't, but I know that whatever God has in store for me, it's way better, and I just gotta wait, you know? And I really hope that this is the main takeaway, that you guys get to know the person before you guys decide that y'all want to start dating, okay? Take Yamada's advice. It works. Yeah, and as Yamada and Nishi get to know one another better, they both realize, that the feelings they have for each other. And, society tells us that, if two people start liking each other, then they should, automatically start dating. But scripture points us towards something way deeper. Love grows through patience, trust, and honesty. And feelings can begin a relationship, but, character is what sustains one, And Yamada has a perfect display for this. When they're hanging out, doing homework, Yamada realizes that Nishi doesn't even need to do it. She just wanted an excuse to hang out with him. And I think that was really cute. I just wanted to put that in there. But yeah, then we pop into Yamada's mind, and I thought it was Yamada or IRL, but then it was revealed that it was his thoughts. So during his thoughts, he says oh, cool, then let's date. But we pop back into the real world, and we realize that, it was his thoughts. And in Yamada's head, he was like, no, I can't say that. That's too, I'm rushing it. And he just, he gave himself some time and space to, think about, when he should say it, how he should say it, and how he, even should approach it. And, this decision that Yamada is, thinking about taking correlates to the verse Proverbs 14:2. Desire without knowledge is not good. How much more will hasty feet miss the way? And, it tells us that, acting too quick can, lead to consequences in the decisions that you make. Yamada and Nishi remind us that, taking time to get to know someone and talking and just, taking time with a decision is not a weakness. It's wisdom. And I'm sure many of you guys have heard this saying a lot, but, love will come into your life when you least expect it. And you could take Yamada and Nishi's story, dude. They didn't expect to find someone out of nowhere, but out of nowhere, they just popped into each other's lives, and they just grew together. They were patient together. They realized their feelings for one another really patiently. And one day, hopefully really soon, but no matter how soon, no matter how far you think you're falling behind, dude, you're not falling behind. God's time is always on time. Not my time, not your time, but God's time is the right time. And I just want you guys to remember that. Love, it takes time. We grow, and you'll go through trials and tribulations with your partner. You'll be confused, and it's hard. It's really hard to keep relationships. And if you think that there's no love in your life right now, I promise you that there's at least so many forms of love in different ways. Your friends, your family, your cousin, your dog, your cat, your pet fish, I don't know. It's just, there are a lot of forms of love around you. Just focus your perspective on it. And the main takeaway for today that I hope everybody gets, we shouldn't rush love, because love grows deeper. It takes time. And within that time, you'll get it. I really hope that this video helps some of y'all. Next video, I'm not sure when it will be. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I really want to do videos about as much as I love Jesus, guys, I really want to do it's a thing that I came up with called Deep Dive Thursday, where I just deep dive into things that I genuinely really enjoy, like the MCU, the DCU, Sonic, comic books, anime, just deep diving on everything, just like, you know, I don't know what this channel is mainly going to be. It can be a mix of this, vlogs, deep diving, whatever, dude. I really want to do a bunch of things. And something soon is coming. I'll probably make it into a short and post it as a video. But this is what I'll leave y'all with. 54 days.